SuperTalk.com. We're wrapping up our day here, coming to you live from Sally Kate Winters Family Services in West Point. We're here to help promote Child Abuse Awareness Month. Tough topic, but there's so many good things going on at this organization, and anytime you make a donation at SallyKateWinters.org, you're helping to make a difference in the lives of children that need their services. And joining us is Sara Gallman. She is with the Sally Kate Winters Family Services Child Advocacy Center Coordinator. I feel like I did very good. I practiced really hard for that one, Sara, and that's not to make light of any of the work that you guys do on behalf of the children, and that's what advocacy is being on behalf of the kids here. How did you find your way to Sally Kate and the Child Advocacy Center?
Well, my background's social work, and I did a lot of work prior to coming to Sally Kate Winters with law enforcement, so I've got a little bit of experience there working with them, and then just landed here, and I'm glad I did. Been here since 2019.
Which, again, it's a tough topic, but this is an important month, and to hear about child abuse awareness. What does that mean to you? Like, why is this month so important that we continue to have these conversations and share these children's stories, even if they're not specific stories, and let people know about the good work being done when bad things happen?
It's important because it doesn't matter who I talk to, what group, individual, everybody's always like, oh, I didn't realize, I had no idea. They think it's elsewhere, it's not right here in their own county, in their own city. And so to bring awareness to that is essential. Kids have a story to tell, they need a safe place to tell it, and people just don't realize that this kind of stuff is happening. And they don't report it. And so making sure that if you do see something that you report that, and that you're watching for that and having those conversations with the children that you work with, whether it be your own children or children that you teach or children that you have in Bible study, just having conversations and being that person, a safe place for them to go to.
I just had an aha moment a while ago talking with Colin and Trina and thinking about like prevention comes in so many different forms, and part of the prevention is also getting those perverts or the abusers off the streets so they can't keep going. And one way to do that is to make the child who experienced it feel safe and secure enough that they're willing to be courageous enough to then share the information that then that helps sort of seal that deal. And that wouldn't happen for so many kids if there wasn't Sally Kate Winters.
Correct. And I will also
or the center.
And I will also say that awareness is key there too. There's so many offenders able to do this because people don't expect it, don't think it's happening. Children feel like they can't tell because who's going to believe me? It must not be happening around here. Nobody talked to me about this, and so they don't tell. And so having a safe place for them to come, for us to just listen, and we do youth feedback surveys with those that we serve, and we so often have them tell us, I felt safe. Somebody listened. Somebody believed me. They didn't make me feel like I wasn't believed.
I feel like that's one of the things that you hear oftentimes from those who have gone through it, traumatic experiences as children, who come out to share their story, is they say on and on, believe your child. At least give them the benefit of the doubt if they do come to you with something. Is that good advice for parents? Or maybe if the parent's not believing, if you hear a child talking about it, it should be taken seriously.
Absolutely. Oftentimes children know their perpetrator. It's going to be someone close to the family, a trusted individual, which also makes it harder for children to disclose. So if your child comes to you, that was a very hard move for them to make, so you should absolutely give them the benefit of the doubt. Make that report. Let us provide that safe place for them to talk about it, and so that they can get those services. And talking with your kids about their body, about boundaries, about what's okay and what's not okay is also key at a very young age.
And I know it's taboo. It's not something anybody wants to talk about, but I think the more we do, the more we sort of have these conversations and bring awareness and show all the different moving parts to it, then hopefully, it's one of those, too, talking about the word prevention, you don't always know how many cases you stopped, because sadly, plenty of cases will keep coming through the doors here at Sally Kate, but you can only hope that if just one was stopped or one was avoided or one child had the courage to come and nip it in the bud before, it became months or sort of years, then it was definitely sort of all worth it.
Absolutely.
And then not to give up on those that have went through something traumatic that it's going to take longer than a weekend for them to heal.
Children often delay telling somebody. Again, it's that trusted person. They have to find the right opportunity where they feel safe enough to tell. It's not uncommon. Even when they come in here, sometimes a child may not be ready. It's their choice to tell their story, and just being available and there should they be ready. And if they're not ready this time, we'll be ready next time for them if they're ready to tell then.
Well, we'll be ready next year to come back and talk to you guys. So much good stuff going on here, and the party's still continuing. The Boys with Sports Talk Mississippi are fixing to join you next from 3 to 6, but you can donate. Don't forget, SallyKateWinters.org. But Rhino and I will meet you back in the studio tomorrow at 2, but until then, I hope you all find time for the